Hello everyone, we are doing a Left 4 Dead 2 trivia, or Left 4 Dead in general trivia quiz in the style of Jeopardy. We have my editor Chago.
What's up?
We got TK, the British man himself.
Hello.
Nanogerm, the Rageaholic.
Oi.
And we have the talented animator Dark Games, aka Duke Gumby.
Hello.
And we're going to go ahead and start off. Basically how this is going to go, it's in the same vein as Jeopardy, but instead of buzzing in, since I couldn't figure out the buzzer stuff, we are just going to answer. And everyone can get a point if they answer correctly. They can go off their own. They can be manipulated by others to consider an answer. These are very difficult questions. So we'll go ahead and start off with the very first one. Okay, so we'll start out with campaign and modes. So what campaign was repurposed from a survival map?
The Last Stand.
I don't have a clue. I'll just go Coldstream.
I'd go The Last Stand.
I'm thinking it's the opposite of the Last Stand. The Sacrifice.
Okay, well, let's see. The answer is The Last Stand.
Wait, wait.
So Duke gets a point and Chago gets a point. Who was the first one to answer?
It was
That was
Chaga.
me.
Chago. Okay, so you get to pick the next one. You got this categories of campaign and big modes, survivor bias, the infected, mutations and achievements, behind the valve, or lore and random.
Let's do the infected for 6.
6. Okay, we're going with the big one. A poll conducted by Valve from May 21st to May 28th, 2010 asked who everyone's favorite special infected was. Who was the least favorite on Xbox? You'll get half points if you get the PC answer correct. Boomer, Tank, Jockey, Charger, Spitter, Witch, and Hunter. We'll go from left to right. So Nano, who do you think?
Jockey.
Smoker?
Which?
I think I'm gonna go with the jockey.
Y'all are going to be blown away by this, but the Boomer was the least popular on Xbox. These are the statistics. Jockey was on PC. Nano gets 3 points for the half. Chago, you get 3 points. Let's see. Nano, since you got it, what do you want?
Alright. Behind the Valve. 4.
Behind the Valve for 4. Which of these names was never conceived as a title in place of Left 4 Dead 1 or 2? A. Back for More. B. Terror, Terror, Terror. C. Green Hell. Or D. Blood Run.
C. Green Hill.
I'm gonna say B.
Green Hill.
C.
Yeah, I'm going with Green Hell as well.
Looks like Nano was right. It was Green Hell. And so everybody except Chago gets 4 points. So Terror, Terror, Terror was temporarily trademarked during the development of Left 4 Dead, but they scrapped it. Back for More was a placeholder for Left 4 Dead 2 before it was changed. Blood Run was considered for Left 4 Dead 1, but quickly dumped by Chet Falasek for having blood in the title. And Green Hell was just a 1940 movie and a 2019 survival game.
I thought the original trademark was Terror Strike.
Apparently not. Apparently it was Terror, Terror, Terror.
Well, that would have been a good option to throw someone off, because
Yeah, here's our point so far. All right, Nano, you answered first again.
Let's do the infected for 5.
Which special infected is not seen in the cube scene of the 2010 movie Cabin in
Hunter.
the Woods? Okay, Hunter. Well, before y'all answer, I do have the visual clip I can show y'all, but I'm only gonna play it once, so keep your eye out. Okay, so with that being said, what is everyone saying?
C. Hunter.
Still, yeah.
Hey, I'll go Hunter as well.
I think we're all going Hunter.
Ooh, the answer was Smoker. The Hunter was in the very top left.
Should have
Oh,
trusted my
man.
gut, for fuck's sake.
I swear I remember the smoker being in there. I really
Yeah, like,
thought I
so
remember that.
apparent-
I've
Apparently-
watched this 100 times, and I thought that it was a smoker instead of the Hunter.
Me
Yeah.
too.
No
Oh my
idea.
gosh.
There's a tank in there somewhere.
There's videos out there that show the smoker. They're like, oh, there's the smoker. It's actually just a regular zombie that's slouched like the smoker. So it's a very trick question.
You motherfucker.
So no points. All right, so we'll go back to Nano since he was the last one to answer correctly.
Well, since I got it wrong, I'm embarrassed, so we'll do lore and random for 1.
I apparently forgot to do this. Have to credit the guy that I got this question from, but we'll just do that as a freebie. Not like
Woo!
collate. Oh wow.
That is
I
such
totally
a new
would've
fun
got
to
this.
make as well.
Swear to God. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and do the next question.
Lore and random for 2.
What do the military refer to the infected as? Z Alphas, Tango Foxtrots, Whiskey Deltas, or Bravo Charlies?
E.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
Zed Alphas?
Okay, so there's still someone that hasn't answered.
Yeah, sorry, I was thinking. I'm gonna go with whiskey deltas.
All right, Chago, you are correct.
I thought it
They're
was B
called-
because that stands for the fuck, like whisper.
So they are called Whiskey Deltas, signed for WD or Walking Dead.
I'll be honest, I've never heard that.
Yeah, so
No.
they're only
like-
referred to that once. When you're at the parish finale on the walkie-talkie, they go, "Are there any Whiskey Deltas in the area?"
Makes sense. Okay.
Chago gets a whopping 2 points.
Yeah.
All right, Chago, your turn.
Let's do campaign and game modes for 3.
How many total chapters are in the original release of Left 4 Dead 2, not including DLCs or any expansions, just the base game? Don't worry, you can do all the time you need for math.
23.
Anybody else want to chime in?
I was gonna say
21?
23 because I heard mentality.
I could literally hear the Jonah Hill with the equations going off in y'all's heads.
Yeah, 21.
21, okay. Nano, I know you haven't done math since college, but come on, bro. 10
Oh
seconds.
god, was I muted? Oh Jesus, 22.
22. Okay. So Duke and Chago, you are correct. It is 23 entire chapters. This is from the tier list. This not a very good picture to use since there's more than that.
It goes like 5, 5, 4, 4, 5, I think. Right? Like 5 Dead Center, 5 Dark Carnival.
Yep,
4,
and-
4, 5. Yeah. Okay.
That is correct. That was for 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was brain farting there. Here I am, the host, and forgetting how to do shit.
Let's do mutations and achievements for 1.
Okay, keeping it simple. The Left 4 Dead 1 achievement, Zombie Genocidist, is a playful reference to an achievement from what game?
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising.
Okay,
Damn.
that is
Pretty slow.
correct. That is correct. There were 53,594 people in Willamette. Killing that many netted you the Zombie Genocider achievement. So everyone gets a point for that one. Chago is in the lead right now. No, since TK technically answered first. TK, you get to pick.
The Infected for 2.
Alright, Left 4 Dead 2. Which special is on the CETA infection report in the Villa Hotel?
Boomer.
Boomer.
Yeah, Boomer.
Nano?
Smoker, I'll be different.
Nano is incorrect. It is the Boomer. Okay, so that's 2 points for everybody but Nano.
Fire the Bios for 1.
Which OG survivor underwent the least amount of visual changes since their beta counterpart? Francis, Coach, Bill, Zoe, or Lewis?
Francis.
Zoe?
I'm gonna say Zoe.
Lewis.
Y'all, the least amount? Y'all were all incorrect. It was Bill.
What?
I mean, like,
Wow.
Oh.
Francis keeps his vest, though. All they did was just give him long hair and a full beard and fat. But he's
Yeah.
still big. Like, he was always the biggest.
Yes, but when it comes to overall, Bill was changed the least. He just gained a jacket and a little less facial hair. Or
Yeah,
lost
I
jacket.
was gonna go with that, because I know, like, Zoe, she's way older in the beta. Well, not
Oh
way
yeah, she's
older.
way different. And had a different voice actress.
I'm not gonna lie, that Lewis honestly looks a much better design.
I do like that Lewis, yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
like the older brother in Last of Us.
He does a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, TK, since no one answered correctly, it is your turn to pick again.
Campaign and game modes for 2?
The cut campaign for Left 4 Dead 1 called Damn It was supposed to bridge the gap between what 2 campaigns? No Mercy to Death Toll, Death Toll to Crash Course, Death Toll to Dead Air, or Dead Air to Blood Harvest.
See,
Yep. See.
See.
B.
It is correct. It was Dead Air to Blood. Wait a minute. Wait, what did you guys say?
I said C.
Okay. I was blood farting. Good lord.
Blood
Dead-
farting.
Oh my
Wait,
god,
dude.
you should get that checked out.
Hold on. Did I get that wrong when I was doing it? Hold on. Now I have to. Oh wait. Campaign.
I thought it was supposed to be between, like, the boat.
No, apparently I'm correct. It is between Dead Air and Blood Harvest.
Really?
Yeah.
I learned
That.
something new.
Yeah, I did too. Because even I researched this and I was like, wait a minute, am I wrong? Okay, so that's 0 points again. TK.
Run it for 4.
Run it for 4. Which was originally the only intended mode for Left 4 Dead 1? Campaign, versus, survival, or scavenge?
B.
C. Survival.
Versus.
Survival.
Okay, so who said survival?
Me and Nano.
Okay, you guys are wrong.
Oh.
Who said versus?
Me.
Me.
Yep, versus. Valve had a hard time balancing only for versus, so made campaign to give more options for players that were trying to get into the game. It was also not what versus was originally, and it was a little bit different, but what they repurposed it and divided it into campaign and versus. That's 4 points for Duke, 4 points for Chago.
I always thought the original, like, Counter-Strike build was a survival type game mode. That's why I said survival.
That was the build,
That's
but that
not-
was before Left 4 Dead was fully into it. That was just them screwing around. Okay, Chago, pick your question.
We'll do survivor bias for 6.
What 2 games ever made only Bill playable as DLC?
Dead by Daylight and Dying Light.
You beat me to it.
That's correct.
I didn't know the second one.
Yep. Now, all 8 survivors were included as playable characters or skins for Zombie Army, the complete edition, Resident Evil 6, Minecraft, and Super Time Force Ultra.
Minecraft.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember those skins back in the day. Holy shit.
Yep, if you play Minecraft on the Xbox 360 edition, they have all the survivors, all of the infected, and even a witch.
That's super cool.
Right?
Yeah, it was part of like one of the earlier skin packs back in the day.
Chago, that's 6 points for you.
Lore or random for 6.
Okay, this one is a really good one. What product was pitched to Valve for a crossover with Left 4 Dead when it first released, but was declined when Valve said blood would be required in the design? Is it A, a Build-A-Bear, B, a toilet, C, a flavor from a Mountain Dew, D, tampons, or E, action figures?
See,
I'm gonna say B just because that sounds so silly, but
Okay.
it might be
Hey?
right.
What are you thinking, Nano? So this company reached out to Valve wanting to do it, but it was denied when Valve said it would only happen if blood would be a part of the design.
Okay, I'll go with C. Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew? Okay, so Mountain Dew was not correct. The answer was American Standard
Oh, man.
Toilets.
What?
Dude, that sounded so silly.
And I actually have a clip from the developer Chet Falasek I'll show you guys real quick.
That I know I said is Americans after this game came out, American Standard Toilets reached out and asked if they could do a crossover with us. But one thing is there wouldn't be allowed to be blood on the toilets. It's like no, that's not gonna work.
So they think someone's going around polishing toilets?
Yeah, zombie apocalypse going on, but hey, keep the crapper clean.
So we would have had Left 4 Dead toilets at one point.
What would that have even looked like?
Right? A bloody toilet.
Are you just shitting into a boomer's like exploded chest? Like,
I always wanted to shit into a Left 4 Dead toilet. Oh god. Alright, Chago, you are whomping some ass. We have Nano at 8, TK at 7, Duke at 15, Chago 28 points later. So what would you like for the next question?
Just do survivor bias for 4.
The bot versions of survivors always pick up certain primary weapons when they are available. Which one does Ellis usually pick up? Shotguns, assault rifles, snipers, or grenade launchers?
see.
shotguns?
Snipers.
That is correct. Snipers is the answer. The only other survivor to pick them is Zoe, which leans more in towards their relationship. Francis and Coach always pick shotguns, while Bill, Lewis, Nick, and Rochelle prefer assault rifles. So we got our points there. Chago is still in the lead. So Duke, you get to be the Duke of the next question.
Behind the Valve for 3.
What was the only DLC ever included on a physical disc in the Left 4 Dead series? Crash Course, The Passing, The Sacrifice, or The Last Stand?
The sacrifice.
The past.
A sacrifice?
Passport.
So this
Crash.
was a trick question. You guys had no idea, but it's The Last Stand because the only disc that ever included DLC was the Last Stand survival map on Left 4 Dead 1.
Oh.
I put that in there because I knew it would be a trip up because everyone's like, oh, The Last Stand, that was never Valve made.
Was the Last Stand survival map on the PC version?
Yep, it was a PC version. It was auto updated, but you could buy, because you had to buy Left 4 Dead 1 stuff, but now it included the survival. All right, Duke, since nobody answered correctly, you get to go again.
Lore random for 3.
What animal was mass executed in an attempt to slow the spread of green flu?
Owls.
That is correct. TK is correct. People were worried that the disease was spurred from mad cow disease, so farmers and other people were just getting their livestock together and killing them in the hopes to stop the green flu spread. TK getting some points. 3 points. Okay, TK, you get to go for the next question.
Mutations and achievements for 5?
This is a big one. Which achievement pre-2020 Last Stand update was the least unlocked in Left 4 Dead 2? A. Strength in numbers, where you have to form a team and beat an enemy team in 4v4 versus or scavenge. B. Wedding Crasher, as the Charger grab a survivor and crash them through 8 chairs at the wedding. C. Good Guy Nick, play games with free weekend players and help them survive a campaign. Or D. Still Something to Prove, survive every campaign on Expert.
I think C.
C?
Wedding Crashers. B.
Yeah, I'm going B.
B. Wedding Crasher is the correct answer. These are the statistics.
Really?
the Still Something to Prove was actually well above both of those achievements. Good Guy Nick was actually the most, and Wedding Crasher, the one that's all you have to do is hit a bunch of chairs, that was the least unlocked achievement.
The thing with Good Guy
I'm-
Nick, they were giving out like free weekends like candy pretty much back in the day.
Yep, that was true. And it still happens about 1 to 2 times a year these days. So
I can't believe the Last Stand update was 5 years ago.
Yep, that
did
still
not
blows
know
me
that.
away. Yeah,
That's
it's been
crazy.
5 years. It's a good thing you brought that up. It's time goes by quick, man. So we got these as our points right now. Nano 17, TK 10, Duke 24, Chago 32. So Nano, you answered first.
Oh gosh. Lower random 6.
We have Lauren Random 4 and 5.
5 then.
Okay. Which of these was a feature in Versus mode at the launch of Left 4 Dead 2, but was later removed? Was it A, the hunter's pounce doing more than 25 damage? B, the jockey was able to freely dismount a survivor whenever it wanted? C, the spitter's acid would turn from green to yellow to pale red over time before fading? D, the infected team would receive 10 points every time they incapped a survivor? Or E, the charger could tilt his tackle slightly instead of being only in a straight line?
A.
Okay.
C.
Okay.
D.
Who said D?
I did.
I think we both did.
Yeah.
Okay. That is correct. The infected team would receive 10 points each time they incapped a survivor. And anybody that doubts me in the comment section, I had to do some digging. Here's
Where
Chet
it's so
Falasek
close
being
you
interviewed
you
back
can't
in the
distinguish
day.
yourself. But we've also changed it where 2 pretty good teams that are pretty evenly matched, it doesn't become an issue of, oh, we wiped once, they're never going to wipe, we may as well just quit. We wanted to always keep it close and competitive, and we've also added some points for the infected side. So you actually get 10 points for every time you incap someone. So now the infected have a game to go after, right? And of course, not only do we have these new scoring, but we have 3 new infected you get to play.
You should have kept that, honestly.
Yeah, so apparently it did kind of tilt the scales though, but I kind of like how the point system is now because
Yeah,
it
I
was
do
kind of
too.
busted.
Is A not also true though? I thought isn't that a thing now?
No, that's
So
still-
that was
that's-
a trick question. So the hunter doing 25, that was Left 4 Dead 1. Because
I thought it was like
I think you could still do a
I-
25-point pounce.
no,
Yeah,
above
because-
25.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
got you.
Didn't it used to be like you could down somebody?
Yeah, so
From, like,
what was the
certain
thing? Like in Dead Air, there's the hotel at the end of the first chapter. People would go to the top with the hunter and pounce someone. It would do 100 damage if you hit it from that high. You could insta down someone.
And now it's gone, right?
Oh.
You can't do that anymore.
Oh yeah, they got rid of that, but I think it was like a month or 2 into Left 4 Dead 1's thing because people were just doing that constantly. Okay, so TK, you get to do the next question.
We'll go infected for 1.
Which non-boss special infected can cause the most damage in the shortest amount of time? First one to answer gets this.
Hunter.
Incorrect.
Charger.
Incorrect.
Spitter.
That's correct. Spitter does the most amount of damage in the shortest amount of time. Just basically, if you run it, get hit in the spit. Everyone else, if they do their pin, they do a set amount of damage over time, but spitters do a shit ton of damage. So Chago gets 1. And now, Chago, you get to pick the next one.
Let's do mutation and achievements for 2.
What was the very first mutation mode available when the passing DLC was released? A. Tank. B. Bleed Out. C. Last Gnome on Earth. D. Realism Versus. Or E. Versus Survival.
D.
C.
Tank.
Last gnome on Earth.
Okay.
C.
Last Gnome on Earth was not it. Who said Realism Versus? Anybody?
Me.
Yep, that's correct.
Come on.
I didn't know that was a mutation.
Yep, it started its life as the very first mutation. All right, that bumped you up. You're tied with Nano now. Duke 24, Chago 33. All right, TK, you are on the next question.
Mutations and achievements for free.
On the Xbox 360, you could unlock avatar awards from challenges in Left 4 Dead 2. Which of these items was not one of them? A. Rochelle
D.
shirt.
Coach's shirt.
D. Coach's shirt. Okay, TK. Anybody else?
Sorry.
Yeah, it's D. Definitely.
I think D.
D.
Yep,
I know
that
the
is
first 3 are there.
that is correct. It was
I
Coach's
remember
shirt.
all those.
Yep.
Especially that med kit.
I think I still have the avatar with it.
I
don't
would have
know.
thought
I
it
think
was
they moved them.
Rochelle's because of the licensing or whatever for the PG mode.
You would think, but they wanted to go that route. These are all the unlockables you could get back in the day, but these are now all retired. So everyone got it correct. So that is 3 points for everyone. All right, TK, you were the first one to answer, so you get to be the first one to question.
Mutations and achievements for 4.
Every 5 weeks, Valve would hold a poll for the community to choose one mutation to come back for a week. Which mutation won the very first poll?
Oh god.
D.
Okay, we got D, Last Gnome on Earth for Nano. Anybody else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah, I
with Last
think-
on Earth again.
Yeah, I agree as well.
That is correct, because Realism Versus was not actually votable because it instantly became its own mode in a short amount of time after the mutation was released because it was so popular. So Last Gnome on Earth was the first one to win.
That's ironic that Realism Versus was so popular.
Yeah,
Nowadays, everyone hates it.
yeah, no one touches it, but back in the day, apparently everyone's like, this is the way, this is the meta. That is 4 points for everybody. Here we go. Here's our point totals. Okay, Duke Nukem. You get to choose the next one.
Survivor bias for 3.
Which survivor accidentally has a completely different voice actor heard during a finale when the rescue vehicle is called?
Zoe.
Anybody else? Because
Yeah.
Duke is
With the
correct.
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, it is Zoe. And here is what it
All
sounds
right,
like.
guys, there's a boat on its way. Okay, the helicopter's coming. Okay, guys, help's on the way. Help's coming, guys. We just need to last a little longer.
So sometimes you'll hear that, and it's just always jarring when you hear it. Okay, so Duke, since you got that one right, what's the next one we're doing?
Survivor bias 5.
Where did the alpha version of Rochelle originally work? A, news station, B, a bar, C, DMV, or D, she was unemployed?
I want to go with B.
I'm gonna go unemployed.
Okay.
I'm gonna go C.
C as well.
TK and Nano are correct. She was considered as a bartender afterwards
Oh.
until landing as an assistant producer, but she worked at the DMV, and the story behind it is Chet Falasek and some guys at Valve said they went to the DMV one day and there was a very robust DMV employee that would have been perfect for how stern she was and how powerful she was, and they wanted to make that into a character.
I'm guessing the one on the right is the DMV one and the one on the left is the bartender.
I'm guessing so, yeah. Because the way they even described the DMV employee, they said she was built and she was a badass and could kick ass.
Hell yeah.
So we would have had a DMV Rochelle at one point. So that's 5 points to TK and Nano.
Survivor bias for 6.
Okay, which romantic interest between two certain survivors was scrapped by Valve? Was it A, Rochelle and Nick, B, Zoe and Francis, C, Rochelle and Lewis, D, Zoe and Lewis, or E, Ellis and Nick?
D.
I'll go with Zoe and Francis.
Who said?
Hey, I'm just imagining Ellis and Nick together. I picked A.
Okay.
I picked B first.
Okay.
I picked C.
I said B.
Okay,
Zoe
the
Francis.
answer is Zoe and Francis. I hate relationships. Turtle Rock and Valve originally made it to where Francis and Zoe were, throwing around some dialogue, but they discovered that relation-like dialogue between two survivors while they're trying to survive was too distracting. So they repurposed that for Rochelle and Francis and for Zoe and Ellis, but the Zoe and Ellis was kind of one-sided. All right, so Duke, that was there. You get 2 points. And who else said B, Chago?
Yeah.
Duke, you get to pick the next one.
Are there any open and lore or random?
Lore or random? I think number 4. I might be wrong, but you can, if you want to, we can go.
Yeah.
Yep, here we go. Which of these Left 4 Dead 2 melee weapons was not included as DLC for Dying Light 1?
C.
D.
Yeah, I was gonna go D.
Let's see.
You guys are all incorrect. It was the katana.
Oh, damn.
The gnome
Really?
was actually, it was really cool because I actually was going to do a playthrough of Gnome Chomsky only. They had 2 different expansions, Left 4 Dead 1 and Left 4 Dead 2. But they had the golf club, the guitar, the frying pan, and the Gnome Chomsky.
I feel like everything there, the katana would fit so well.
But if you think about
They
it,
already have a katana?
every zombie
Yeah.
game always has a katana. What zombie game can you think of that doesn't have a katana? Well, besides Left 4 Dead 1.
No more room in hell 2. Currently.
Most of COD Zombies.
Oh, there you go. Well, yeah, but does COD Zombies have melee weapons?
Yeah.
Oh, well then what do I know? Okay, so since no one got it right, Duke, I think you were the last one to go correctly.
Campaigning game mode 5.
In the passing poster, a silhouette of the OG survivors can be seen in the background. What campaign poster is this silhouette taken from and reversed?
Death Toll.
That is correct. Nano, that is Death Toll. You can see it in the back there. It's the exact same thing, but a little zoom backwards.
I just noticed, it makes no sense that Bill is in the passing poster.
Right? I think
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Wasn't it at the time it wasn't confirmed who actually died when the passing came out?
Yeah, the passing poster was released and shown to people, but it was teased about someone dying. Alright, so the points are getting pretty neck and neck suddenly. Nano's at 34, TK at 29, Duke at 36, Chago at 42.
Let's finish off campaign and game modes with 6.
Which of these is the most used rescue vehicle? A, helicopter.
Helicopter.
B, boat. C, race car. D, armored vehicle.
A helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was the boat.
Really?
What?
Yep. So if you think about it, because I thought about it, I was like, let me tally it up. So helicopter happens 3 times. No Mercy, Dark Carnival, and The Parish. The boat, Death Toll, The Last Stand, Swamp Fever, and Hard Rain. Race car, Dead Center, The Passing, Armored Vehicle, Crash Course, and Blood Harvest.
does that include Coldstream?
That does not
Oh.
include Coldstream because it's not a canon campaign. But Last Stand was released from Valve.
Oh, I was thinking Coldstream as well. Okay.
That is it for campaign and game modes. Let's see, Nano, since no one answered correctly, you are next.
Behind the Valve 5?
Which was not a controversy faced by Valve in regards to the Left 4 Dead series. This isn't a fast one. A, Left 4 Dead 2 being boycotted for being made 1 year after Left 4 Dead 1. B, the 2 fingers pointed up on the Left 4 Dead 2 box art were offensive in the United Kingdom. C, the Spitter's appearance and clothing sparked allegations of sexism. Or D, Left 4 Dead 2 accused of racism due to black zombies in New Orleans a few years after Hurricane Katrina.
D.
C.
B.
D?
Chago, you are correct.
Ugh.
The Spitter's
so
appearance
disappointed
and
in
clothing
people.
sparked allegations of sexism. This was a trick question because Valve scrapped her original design where she had a bloated stomach where she looked pregnant because they wanted to avoid the inevitable jokes and controversy.
Fair
She
enough.
still kind of looks like she's pregnant.
Yeah, but in the concept, it was way worse.
Yeah.
So Chago, you got 5 points for that. So that puts you at 47. We have Think, 2, and the Infected. 3 and 5.
Let's do 3.
What uncommon infected was removed in certain countries for the Left 4 Dead 2's full release? You can answer fast.
D.
Yeah, Cedar Workers.
I think Mudman.
E?
Nobody said D, huh?
I said D.
Oh, you said D. It's hard for me. Dude, your B's and D's sound similar.
Sorry.
It is Riot Infected. The Riot Infected was cut from Germany for laws against depicting violence against law enforcement officials. It wasn't until recently, I think it was in Australia as well, but the Riot cops were not in the release of Left 4 Dead and were not included until the Last Stand update. So now we got you at 32, catching up.
What behind the valve is left?
Behind the Valve, we have 1, 2, and 6.
Let's do 6.
Which vocalist recorded a majority of the vocals for the Infected? A, David Dryman, Disturbed. B, Mike Patton from Faith No More. C, Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. Or D, Rob Zombie from White Zombie.
Mike Patton.
Mike Patton?
Yeah, B.
Okay.
Me.
I'm gonna say C. Fuck it.
That is correct. Mike Patton of Faith No More. So you want it all, but you can't have it. He recorded.
He did a great job.
Oh, he did a fantastic job. If
Yeah.
you ever want to look it up, look up Mike Patton doing sound effects. He is impeccable, but he did all the common infected sounds. He did the hunter sounds and the smoker sounds. So that is 6 points for everybody but TK.
I hadn't even heard of him.
Get wrecked. Okay.
All right, so here's the points after that beef. Nano 40, TK 32, Duke 42, Chago 53.
Let's do the last one and the infected.
The green flu only infects humans, but in Left 4 Dead 2's development, what animal was considered for a special infected role during the concept phase? A,
B.
dog.
A dog.
Pig.
B.
Okay, what about you, Nano?
Oh, D.
It was indeed pig. The dog was never confirmed. It was only people hypothesizing that it would be a dog because of the sound files of the hunter. And then rats technically are not considered because they were part of the Ratman concept. Bear was just a trick question because I think that was in Days Gone. But the only one that actually ever had concept art was the pig, otherwise known as the Hell Hog, which it was probably where its sound effects came from, why the Charger sometimes sounds like a squealing pig.
The game World War Z has infected rats.
Okay. Yeah, I think I remember that, yeah. Chago has got quite the lead, so I'm starting to look like he might be able to win it, but we could always fight for second place. So the points are 40, 32, 46, 47, Nano, TK, Duke, and Chago. Duke, what would you like? Behind the Valve or Mutations?
Behind the valve.
Which franchise inspired Left 4 Dead Zombies?
28
28
28 weeks.
28 days.
Duke and Chago, you both got it pretty much at the same moment. This is one of those I wish I had a buzzer moments. So yes, it was 28. Let's see. So 2 points for the both of you.
Is Chet Falazak actually on record saying that 28 days was like his inspiration?
I think it more spurred from the guys at Turtle Rock when they were messing around with the Counter-Strike mod. They said they went and saw 28 days later and they're like, I want to make a game like that.
The whole thing with the parish, like the whole background is very reminiscent of what happened in 28 weeks with the military gunning down everyone.
Exactly. Duke, since you're in second place and you did it at the same time as Chago, I'll let you do the next question.
The first behind the valve.
Which studio originally created Left 4 Dead?
Oh, right.
Well,
Yep,
Dang it.
that TK is correct. First up, so he gets 1 point.
Whoa.
And they won't let us forget.
From the creators of Left 4 Dead.
So that bumps you up 1 point.
Let's go.
TK, we have just 2 questions left in the mutations and achievements categories, either 2 or 6.
Let's go 6.
Which of these was not a scrapped mutation from Valve? A, The Last Samurai, where last man on Earth, but only a katana. B, Ultra Realism, realism, but you don't even have a HUD. C, VIP Target, where it is versus, but with the gnome. It's last man on Earth, or last gnome on Earth, but versus. Or D, Special Options, versus, but you get to pick your special infected before you spawn.
C?
B.
I'm thinking C as
Oh,
well.
There's no O option.
sorry. I'm just... Yeah, C. Fuck, I said C. We'll stick with C.
Well, what answer did you think it was, TK?
I reread the question. It's A, I think.
So,
No?
Special Options, that was a concept for versus that was scrapped. So everything else were going to be mutations, but Valve decided not to make them. The whole choosing your special before it spawns, that was how versus was going to be, but it was too imbalanced, and it was pretty much Back 4 Blood versus where people just kept picking the same shit.
Yeah.
So nobody gets the 6-pointer there. These are the points before the last question: 40, 35, 48, 40, 59. So here's what we're going to do. In the style of Jeopardy, we can always do the final Jeopardy, where there is 3 separate questions. Y'all can wager points if you would like. Go to the tiebreaker round. We're going to do each question. There's 3 different rounds where you can wager. You got to be really careful. But we'll go into the first question. Are y'all ready? So we'll start from 3 up to 1. Okay, here is number 3. Who is that character?
The witch.
Which?
The witch.
The witch.
Well, hold on. Do you guys want to wager points?
Yes.
Yeah.
All in.
Same, all in.
Oh, baby.
Maybe you should ask if we want to wager before you click the question.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone's wagering how much? Everyone's going all in?
Yeah.
It's a trick.
It's Zoe.
No. No. Please tell me you're not serious.
Yeah, that was, this is literally for the thumbnail, because when I've seen these trivia shits when it came to Pokemon, it's that whole who's that Pokemon, but it's fucking Jigglypuff from above type shit. I just wanted to do that.
Okay.
So your points are fine. That's why I was like, are you sure you want to bet it all? Okay, so that one's out of the way. Okay, now we'll do a serious one. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Who's that character?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, so you don't have to wager anything. This is another joke one. The final one is serious, but I will give, let's say, 3 points to anyone that guesses it correct.
Francis.
Bill Boomer.
Coach.
What are you saying,
It's a
Nano?
Nick Boomer.
It's Coach.
Fuck, I can tell by the fucking ears.
Couldn't resist that one. Okay, TK, you get the extra 3 points for the final wager round.
I wish you would have let us wager on that one. I would have done it all.
Okay, so for the final one, this one, we're actually going to do a wager. This one is actually really interesting. I was trying to figure out how to put this in. It didn't fit really in any category. So this one, we will definitely put wagers. I will go from left to right from Nano, TK, Duke, and Chago. You will all say how much you're wagering, and then we'll do what your answer is. In Left 4 Dead 1, there was an extremely rare achievement called Outbreak, where the terms were catch a rare strain of infection, then pass it on to someone else. Basically, interact with someone who already had this achievement to unlock it, like a couple of the games out there. What was the method of getting this achievement, though? Was it A, being killed by a player-controlled special infected with the achievement? B, being puked on by a player-controlled boomer with the achievement? C, walking in the smoke of a dead player-controlled smoker with the achievement? D, killing a player-controlled special infected with the achievement? Or E, being pounced by a player-controlled hunter with the achievement? Nano, how much are you going to wager?
This is so scary. No. Well, I gotta live dangerously, I guess. All in.
All in. Okay, so that's 40 for Nano. Okay, TK, what are you thinking? How much you wagering?
I'm also going all in.
All in, that's 38. Duke, how much you wagering?
0.
0?
There's no way I'm getting this.
Chago, how much do you want to wager?
I'm on the same boat, not doing anything.
Okay, Nano and TK, you guys are double or nothing. Nano and TK, what are your answers? Because Duke and Chaga don't have anything to lose on this one. So you know what? We'll go with the ones that have something to lose and go with their answers first. So Nano, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking B.
Being puked on? Okay, what about you two?
Damn it. I was also going to say B.
Okay, so both of you are B? Okay,
Yeah.
Duke and Chago. Duke, Chago, what do you think?
C's get degrees, so C.
C? Okay. Chago, what do you think?
I'm just gonna go D for dog.
Killing a player-controlled special infected? Okay, so the final point total is going to come down to this. Duke and Chago are safe where they are. Nano and TK, are you guys going to bump up to first and second, or are you guys going to be dead broke? Let's
Hold my
find
hand,
out.
okay.
Yeah, I'm holding.
Here we go. Being puked on by a player-controlled boomer with the achievement.
Get fucked.
Let's go! Screw you, Chano!
So there we go. We're going to change up the points. Double the points there at the very end. So here's what we're looking at. Final score. Nano 80, TK 76, Chago 59, Duke 48.
Damn.
Until the last question, and then he gets second.
It's just like Mario Kart, man.
Yeah. All the bonus stars.
But if we weren't cheaping out and doing the double points, Chago, you win.
Good game, good game.
Good game.
Good game.
And so, Nano, since you won, do you want to know what your prize is?
Yeah!
One night in a locked room with Boomette. Non-refundable.
Non-refundable. I'd like to buy 12.
Okay, you get 12 then. We're going to be spawning them all over you. It's going to be like a slip and slide tonight for Nano.
Oh.
I don't know why I described it like that. Jesus Christ.
Why?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I'm gonna have nightmares of that image. No.
Oh, here is Nano's girlfriend. Thank you guys for playing Left 4 Dead Trivia. Thank you guys. And don't forget, thank you to Chaga for editing this video. And make sure to donate either on the Patreon or be a Patreon patron or YouTube channel member to be featured on this list here. And also use code WOW at checkout for GamerSupps to get 10% off your order. If we get enough orders and GamerSupps likes me enough, we get enough people, we can get a drink flavor. I'm thinking of doing something Left 4 Dead inspired and doing a waifu cup, maybe making it look like one of the fine women in Left 4 Dead, maybe the one on screen, I don't know. Until next time, if you want to do another trivia, say let's get this to 15,000 likes, we can do another round. I don't know if I have any more questions, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, thank you, and thank you Nano, TK, Duke, and Chago.
Say wow.
That's my line!